mere fact that she's still hanging around in this anime?
では、先日行った週末テストを返却する。
You've heard it 3 times and now you'll hear it a 4th and final till Season 3's video. The fact that Dio is still in the anime still always gets a win. Sudden and unexpected art style change on the boys at the front. Also, whilst you're here, subscriber levels have hit an all-time low. My viewing numbers are down. I'll be totally honest, I could use some serious help. I have a family to feed and it's getting tough. Showing some love on my Patreon would mean a great deal. If you want to check it out, it's at the top of the description. Anything you can give would be a huge help. I got so many bills, I know, like everyone else, but if you can do it, that would mean a lot to me. Of course, if you can't, a like and a comment help a lot, and subscribing. I work so hard on these videos, yet I'm overtaken by reaction channels who put in 100 times less work, make 5 times more, and get recommended by YouTube to everyone and their dog, whereas I just don't. I'm also constantly hit by unfair copyright claims, and they get away with it. And so, if you love what I do, and you want to keep me doing it, Patreon would be fantastic. I'd love to raise enough money on there to not have to worry about YouTube declining revenue, so we'll see what happens, and I promise you, unlike other YouTubers who take you for granted, I'm not naming names, but they're out there with 3+ million subs, a massive podcast, and yet still asks for money on Patreon alongside his girl, in spite of earning literally tens of thousands of pounds a month, and then doesn't give anything back. I'm not like that. This section is way longer than normal, but it's important to let you know that I might not be able to justify doing this much longer, and if I can't, just know that it was an honour entertaining you all of these years. And now finally, back to the video.
今回の週末テスト、赤点補習者は該当者なしだ。ち。
Everyone passing their exams, Oda! I'm so excited I went Japanese with it! It's a small thing, but a nice touch all the same, displaying their old rank and updating it like this.
イルマ様には周囲を変える力があるんですよ。僕が。はい。そしてそれはまさしく王の素質なのです。
As Modi is continuing to still be the same person, so consistent will always earn him a win. I've mentioned that so many times now, and it's great to see it's still in effect as always.
今回のテストで一番成績が上がったのは貴様だった。まあ、ランク昇格には程遠いがな。僕、ちょっと出てきます。おい、どこへ行く貴様!
As you're all no doubt well aware, I love random humour, and so this was right up my alley. They animated the catching of Iruma. I really can't get over just how much effort goes into the exteriors to create a devil type of vibe.
特に君の言葉は嘘がなくて、まっすぐ心に響くからな。
Getting to see how one of my favourite traits of Iruma ended up heavily influencing him. I really missed these bright and colourful visuals.
ガーゴイル・バラム七郎ランクケト
This revelation!
ブザー観察相手の嘘や不正を瞬時に察知することができる
Yet another new and unique bloodline ability of that!
さあ祝いましょう。
お菓子もいっぱいあるよ。
At the same time, tremendous efforts goes into the interiors too, not just creating the devil vibe, which isn't so much present here, but just clutter to create a lived-in feel.
急な呼び出しになってしまったが、人気と噂のリラックス効果のハーブティーも買った。
I get such a warm feeling when I see these scenes. It's like a lovely bubble of joy when they're in there together.
よく来たな、イル。ま？
イルマちも来ません。
How come she's just the best though?
急な用事で読書会に行けなくなりました。
なんだ、イルマは来ないのか。
Kawaii.
はいはい。ワラククララ。イクスエリザベッタよ。ロケル・ケロリ。
アザゼル・アメリ。
The incredibly bright and colourful visuals behind each character.
デビアンを。
まあ、ハイベランドじゃない。
They really do always go all out with the devil vibe.
コンディショナーは石鹸。ブクブク全身まるっと
This. They did the song again. This brings back memories of season 1. No way he's singing in that voice though, right? How the hell did she get onto bananas? Oh god, she's the best.
なんでもない。
The fact that she actually did the face plant into the table and it wasn't just done for the sake of a joke. Okay, so 2 wins here. Firstly, it's for the fact that they all like Iruma. I dig that. Secondly, it's for the incredible visuals throughout the conversation. It's definitely one of my favourite elements of the anime, just how insanely bright and happy the visuals are.
こやつ、やはりこのままイルマのそばにいさせるのは危険だ。
I really thought the anime would default to being predictable in this moment. She would say, Mary? No way! And then everything is okay. But nope, they took it a step further and fooled me. Everyone absolutely losing their collective minds, yelling about marriage and falling in love and such, all because of the tea.
Yay! シュウマツビ、そうでシュウマツビ。
それは面白そうだね。
For likely the final time till season 3, the mere fact that Kazuma from Yakuza keeps turning up for performances like this.
親御さんと直接向き合って初めて見えてくるものがあるのです。
I think jokes aside, it was clever to show this moment. Firstly, because it shows why he's number 1, and secondly, because we rarely ever see Dio like this.
カルエゴ先生も楽しみでしょ。ねえねえねえねえってば。
This guy just still seriously not understanding him, even in the slightest.
親御さんは仕事ですか？
ええ。
Kawaii!
保護者に報告しているか？
はい。最近のイルマ様も素晴らしいです。
誰がイルマの話をしろと言った？
Never change, dude. Never change.
最近はイルマ様ばっかりで遊んでくれなくて。イルマ様の
すまない。しかしイルマ様が一番だから。アリス様。
Take a win purely because I never saw that coming a mile away. Heck, even 2 miles away. I really thought they'd again default to caring older brother, but nope. Keep on doing what you're doing, anime.
バビルスに入学してからアリス様は変わられました。
Ideal scene right here because it laid out a confirmation about how he has changed for the better since meeting Iruma. The character isn't just he follows Iruma around and thinks he's great. It's entirely deeper than that, and to me that's brilliant to create that depth. Very brief, not running on the spot.
訪問したので帰る。
Oh dear lord, I love that! He puts 1 foot slightly in and then tries to leave. They can actually have 2 max wins for this, because firstly it was yet another song in the anime to do with this family, but also it contained some excellent animation and jokes as well, such as questioning why they're even singing in the first place.
兄弟は僕がしっかり面倒を見ますので、ごゆっくり面談してくださいね。
誘拐してきたんですか？
実施です。
How he says this with genuine seriousness, like she really did kidnap him for the day.
では早速面談を。
その前に父上と手合わせを。
It's a small detail, but it's nice that he's still carrying the gifts from the crazy family. Getting to see all of the house visits and thus all of the family members of the class.
このままでは奴が来る。
やあカルエゴ君。
オペラ先輩。
Intriguing. Really appreciate getting to see a younger version of him from his time at school alongside the mask-wearing dude who is his best friend and knower of Iruma's secret, plus opera obviously.
ほら、親御さんが聞いてますよ。お答えしないと。
すみません。
As a lover of weird humour, this is just excellent. Both poking at him. Putting actual writing into this book and not just doing scribbles. A genuine and lovely moment right here, showing that he isn't just angry teacher 1, but actually cares a lot about his students and how they perform at school and what they're getting out of it. I still adore that version of him.
おはようございます。
おはよう。
アズくん、クララ、みんなも？
Everyone heading to his house at the start of break, a segment I've been looking forward to for a very long time now in all honesty. How far Iruma has come since the start of season 1 makes me a proud old anime wins dad.
この時イルマは ウォルターパークで起きる大事件のことをまだ知る由もなかった。
Setting up for the next episode in a big way. Great end to a great episode. Coming up with a law-fitting approach as to why everyone at the school gets 30 days off like humans do. That's actually really clever. Animating multiple people moving within one frame like legends.
来た来た。イルマくん、おはようでござる。
Seeing everyone out of their uniforms.
せっかくなのでじっくり拝見。おー、イエス。気持ちはわかるが見すぎでござる。
This wouldn't have got a win had I not been told that his eyes were changing colour purely through the stress of staring so hard at the girls.
でもその髪似合ってるわ。
素敵でござる。
Still kawaii!
イルマ。
来てくれたんですね、アメリさん。
So much kawaii in this episode, it should be friggin' illegal. I'm calling the cops. I'll improvise a crime when they answer. Due to the nature of the anime, we rarely ever get scenery shot wins, so definitely take one here. So much detail on that building, it looks great, nice and crisp.
私は実況回転イルマチ。
そんなものはない。
I swear she causes about 80% of the laughter from me during the anime. It's at times like this where I'm pleasantly reminded that Iruma used to have a terrible life with his parents, and yet, since coming to this world, it's been such a better existence. It makes me very happy. Immediate reminder that this is freaking Ban from Seven Deadly Sins doing this voice. Like, how insane is that? Genuinely unexpected plot twist, learning that there's a prison below them and they're kind of using them for their energy for everything up above.
いえ、今日もお外は騒がしいなーって。
And that he's also down there too!
あらゆる悪事にその集団ありと謳われた。その名も武蔵野衆。
Really nicely setting things up for the next big arc, whilst at the same time making it come full circle by bringing up characters from the past and prior events from season 1. I love it! Get out of it! The joke aside, they did a fantastic job on that food. It's like Food Wars levels of quality.
金持ってる？
今両手塞がってるから悪いな。
Very clever to have him smile for the first time only in this situation.
俺たちいつでもどこでもみんなの遊び相手。
I love the style they shoot for in Iruma, no pun intended of course. It's just always so damn spot on. Every minute of every episode has the exact same consistent style and it's highly impressive.
故に未だ残っているのだ。違法なマグを取引していた裏通りがな。
If the Iruma of the past was in my opinion lacking some small things, it was lore. You know me, I love lore, and so getting quite a bit of it the previous episode and this one is very much welcome.
わかったか。
わかったけど、
先生の頭の花が気になって全然怖くない。
That.
この僕についてくるとはやるな、イルベルト君。
イルマです。
Him keep getting his name wrong really makes me think of Demon Slayer and laugh, so take that win.
遊園地って最高だ。
Not gonna lie, him being so genuinely happy is I think meant to be half a joke, but it just straight up makes me smile personally.
みんなとはぐれた。
Yup, as expected it was the setup to this joke, which consequently did land excellently. Credit to really going the extra mile to design this place as decrepit looking as possible, but as expected of the studio, they do it.
僕の弟に何かよ。
A new waifu enters the scene, are you having an absolute laugh?
アイス食べる？
さっきのお姉さん？なんで？
間違ってアイス買っちゃった。楽しい。はい。
I don't know who this woman is, but she's amazing and amazingly unique too in the way she's behaving. Being nice to animals is always a win.
よし。ちびっこ広場で罰ゲームを。
I have no clue how he creates those sounds. That's insane, and it's also 50% of the win, but the other 50% is for his clothing here. Imagine going that extra mile to make it bloody sparkle.
子供、イルマ様に攻撃を。
まあまあ、本人の希望だし。
I've said it so many times now, but it bears repeating once again. Alice always acting the same way. I can't tell you how many characters I've enjoyed, but then been taken out of the immersion by them acting in a way which is contrary to how they've been for half a season or whatever. So I always appreciate him.
マヌーケな面をつけているからとロノウェノと交換してやろう。わかる。
これは。
On top of being unexpected, my god, the visuals are insane.
守備は？
みんなウーニーの指示待ってる。
Unexpected end of episode plot twist of waifu concern and worry. Straight away with the excellent animation, and I must once again praise the mixture of comedy, progression in his school-related activities, and now once again coming back around to this group and their goals. Long story short, all of the elements gel together really nicely because of the expert story juggling and pacing.
温める？ロロロ？
卵を返すために。
卵。
It would have been so simple to just have it be random eggs that they dropped. Now there's monsters, but instead logic was added to it by the use of his ability.
囲め。
That was sick!
全力で魔力を叩き込めるチャンスはめったにないのだから。
In all honesty, this is probably the greatest thing he could do as a teacher in this moment, and it speaks volumes about him, because he's not at all panicked. He's encouraging them to attack. That gives confidence, which after a spat of running away does lead them to defend themselves. Really impressively not running on the spot again.
とにかく人員を地上へ回せ。アカンソは対魔獣部隊の到着がまだか。
大変です。
Smartly adding world building here by mentioning how security are attempting to deal with the threat alongside calling for aid from outside the park. Otherwise, it'd just look like they're doing nothing at all.
その中でもシューマたちが特に恐れおののくのが副監守長握手のトリトン。
Even though it's short-lived, I wanted to drop a win for building up the prison as well. It's not just some cells and guards. They even added a small map and layout of the levels, which I appreciate. One definite perk to this story for the lads thus far is the lack of friendship power or suddenly having a powerful conversation that turns them into gods. Several times now they've engaged and been forced to flee instead. They're starting to pull a little bit of a my hero strategy here, and I think it'll work great. They build up the main characters nicely and develop the lore, world building and obviously story, and now they're touching on the other students much like this. If they do more of that, it'll be very appreciated by me. In an anime filled with laughter, when they want to hit an emotional note, they don't half do it well.
怪我したくねえしな。もう手遅れだろ。
自分の欲が第一で、自分とは関係ない他者への情がひどく薄い。
A poignant reminder of the stark differences between the human world and this one. Very easy to have forgotten that until this very moment. It also makes me feel like this is a setup to Iruma becoming king in the future, and how much better off this world would be as a result of that.
僕はずっと出たんだ。僕はずっとムカついてたんだ。
seeing this side of him, no longer repressing or not understanding his feelings. He's not sad about what he's seeing around him, he's mad at the people who have created the destruction. Again, not just saying there's monsters destroying Shizzle, but instead going in depth, talking about what specifically they are and going further mentioning what level of beast they are. That was badass, bruh. Totally forgot about his own ability. The expression in his face as he listens is really well done. Exactly what I was talking about during win number 264, that his words and feelings are often able to be carried over to his close friends and followers, such as right here. That was sick! Never change, Clara. Never change. Very much like My Hero, finding a way in which everyone can use their abilities to work together to take down a much stronger foe. Something that just basically didn't exist prior to the last few episodes in any big way.
Spinal
Tap reference. The boys winning their fight in elegant style, combining all of their abilities for the win. Okay, so this is getting a max 2 wins. Because firstly, I thought they'd genuinely won. Secondly, he swooped in to protect them in the end when in actual danger. And then thirdly, his attack was nothing short of glorious looking. Like, that golden attack is a thing of beauty to me. That he wanted a picture taken, which says to me that he low-key wanted to remember and for them to remember the occasion, which is really sweet. They hand drew everyone in this picture. Must have been a huge pain. Her coming on stage and doing her own thing to help out during the crisis, and of course getting to hear that song again. Easily deserving of another Max 2 Wins award. Excellent animation, her kicking ass to an extreme degree, learning about her quite awesome sounding ability, and all with that backing track playing too. Loved it. And take a final win for that final attack. That was outstanding looking. They really do their fight so well when they come about. They really didn't have to keep animating these shots. They could have just relied on side ones like this. Much easier to animate, but as stated, they are awesome. Boy, they aren't messing around when it comes to battles this season, are they? These attacks! I was waiting for him to get involved, and even though he did take visible damage, he blocked a massive attack with one hand.
何か叫んで。
間に合わない。イルマくん。
That was incredible. I felt myself getting quite emotional thinking we may have lost him. They painted that picture perfectly with the music and the voice acting, and then that almost shell-shocked reaction from Iruma, only to find out that this total, absolute beast had stopped the attack at the expense of himself. Fantastic! Take 2 wins for that all day long.
あの窮地で主を助けたら最高にかっこいいからよ。ウヌは学んだ。死の覚悟とウヌの未熟さを教えられた。自分の野望を間違えるでない。この大化け者が。
深いバカには貴様が私がバカ者だった。
Some awesome character growth right here. Really glad to see that the lesson stuck, and also imparting it to him, as to ask himself why he really needs to fight right now, and ultimately the answer is he doesn't. The teacher being friggin' awesome. A lovely and sweet moment, which for me just shows him just how much Iruma genuinely cares for him in return. So very many max double wins this season, it's crazy. I cannot ignore that though. Wonderful looking effects, and I've noticed they find a clever way around doing heavy animation. It's mostly effects, and it's not that noticeable because they're that good at doing them. Unexpected plot twist! But on top of that, the biggest of Mad Lab props for making this a huge boss fight. I feel like other anime would have had a one and done kind of deal, but it's easy to forget that these battles have now been raging for like 3 episodes, which is insane. These two coming to the rescue! Goodness me, this episode is chock full of awesomeness, isn't it? I don't think I'll ever get bored of him being summoned. Again, if it wasn't the insane quality of their visual effects, it wouldn't be 2 max wins, but it looks so good, and I just know how much time, work and effort went into creating them. Yes, it's not 150 frames of animation, but this is definitely another great way of doing battles. It's still not over yet!
待ってください。あの方向は避難所が。
I adore that as soon as she finished saying where he was going to attack, they immediately went into combat mode without even thinking. It's amazing because his ability can attract its attention. He's a good dude after all. Take a final win here for this and for what was one of the best ever episodes for me yet. What a start to the episode, plus what outstanding looking effects again. Iruma as an anime is just the best. Being able to find this moment to mix in comedy is brilliant. Plus, I also wanted to shout out how Iruma wasn't just a shoo-in from the start to win every battle. He kept mostly out of the way until now, which gave others a chance to have some time in the limelight. Easiest max 2 wins of the entire 2 seasons put together. Absolutely no thinking about that. It even outdoes his actions from the first season's second half. Some of the best looking animation and visual effects to date. In fact, I'd say the best thus far. Plus, Iruma got to be the hero at the very end, but not taking anything away from the others who also fought so hard. A well-deserved 2 max wins, I'd say. Everyone being safe and happy, but a big old smile on my face, what can I say?
貴様はまた無茶を。
でも僕の大切なみんなに被害が出そうになってよく危険が迫った時の感覚を思い出しました。理想を拾うことを諦めたくない。それが僕の欲なんです。
Iruma and his very deep, emotional and also logical reason for getting himself in harm's way just now, built upon a foundation of wanting to protect those close to him and even others.
彼を選んだ理由が少し分かった気がしますよ。
Ah, that's really high praise coming from him.
お帰りなさいませ、キリオ様。
Getting a first official look at these new enemies and how they look.
今分かった。ただの悪だった。悪なんだ。
The apt comparison here, detailing the difference between the normal devils in the prison and then this group.
彼らがウォルターパークを救った英雄だ。
Like father, like son, I suppose.
さあ手を振って。
Him getting the first recognition of his feats outside of the school.
なぜ君がここに。そんな運命。僕と君は運命の敵やから。
Doing an amazing job of painting him as like the main villain for what comes next in the best possible way. Especially with this final little segment at the end. Just straight up gave me chills, man. Eraserhead from My Hero still being in it.
今日一日みんなと楽しんでくること。おじいちゃんとの約束。
Oh, he really is the best grandpa ever.
よかったよ、無事で。でも本当に心配したよ。ほら、今日の反省も兼ねて。
ベッドの上で物を食うな。
カリー。
物色するな。
I love stuff like this. Take a win here for having so many of the class take part over the past few episodes. I hadn't thought about it until just now, but it's incredibly welcome.
夜に二人きり。これは禁書で見たロマンチックというやつでは。はあ。その服。ロノエのお父上が今回の礼にとな。
2 wins here. Firstly, it's because she's just the friggin' best, bruh. Secondly, it's for this scenery shot. Very rare in this one, but insanely gorgeous, high up view we get here.
全部拾うか。私も理想のために。
I'm such a sap. That got me genuinely emotional. It was such a wholesome, calm and beautiful moment. The music playing kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy VII music of old, and it just hit such a good vibe with me. Glad to see them like this.
よかったら今度2人でどこか行きましょうか。
Definitely deserves one for solidifying her request from just now. It's good to see it wasn't ignored.
Iruma-kun は英雄。
何やってんの
Flat out, some of the best voice acting ever from this character. That was amazing.
イルマ君はこちらにインタビューさせてください。せめて写真だけでも。他の生徒さんもいらっしゃるのでは？
I mentioned this before, but it bears repeating, getting Iruma to another level of renown. It would have been easy to say he'll become king, but then only ever focus on his time in school, so this is great. How nuts, but also nice her family is.
上がる際は初めてでもただいまと言ってください。
ただいま。
には必ず和楽最高と。
ただいま和楽最高。
イルマ様。
After some seriously intense moments and battles from the previous few episodes, I'm just glad to be right back in the thick of the comedy again. Putting actual pictures in picture frames.
畑もあるよ。あとちび池とポカスカオカ、マチョのペケポンも。
どんどんわからん。
畑もあるよ。あとちび池とポカスカオカ、マチョのペケポンも。
どんどんわからん。何しろ唐揚げのことをマッフルモフのパチパチ番長だからな。
Cannot tell you how awesome it is to me that they keep on referencing earlier episodes.
同じ顔。
This comedy is so built for me. Let me know in the comments if this weird type, as I call it, is for you. It just hits me every time.
でも弟たちが生まれてすっかり倒されちゃってね。
いいお姉ちゃんですね。
I've now legit lost count of how many family songs we've had in general, not to mention during the whole anime. It's a small thing, but just look at the colour and vibe of this one short scene. So much is in it, from the background to the characters at the front. It's reasons like this why I appreciate the hard work and dedication of the studio's animators.
私は。
ワクワク。
This made me think of Spy Family, and that's a win! One would think they'd be taking it easy after all of the animation goodness from previous episodes, but nope.
私はまだ実力不足。
So soon after the battle he had a few episodes ago, and already he has shown a learning of the lesson taught to him by retreating rather than risking those around him. You gotta love character building like that. The mother ended up beating the monster in one go, everyone enjoying cooking and eating a lovely meal together. Take a win for the whole scene.
あったかくて心地よくて。
お疲れ様。
Oh, it's so sweet and wholesome. The animation on the flying and landing scene, though. Her voice actress does such a great job for this character.
わかんない。うわ、テコンドー道場。
Just as in the previous 3 videos, creating a manga within an anime is highly impressive, especially when this much detail is put into it.
お父様、どっちがいい？
A sweet scene, and not just because of how cute she looks, but because it shows why her father is protective. He just cares so much for her, as shown here, as he misses the days of old.
魔界にも水族館ってあるんだ。イルマ。アメリ。
Great amount of quality in this scene, even animating the fish. I'll avoid directly showing it, but yet more kawaii from her. She's breaking the kawaii barrier.
何がプールデート。
イルマ。
やったな。
Him just being a plain old good first date for her because he's kind and adventurous.
それ、
次は必ず受け止めます。
気持ちは嬉しいが、そういうのがやりたいわけでは。
I think I adore this whole scene because it reminds me that he's Hinata from Haiku.
イルマに。イルマに何をするか貴様。
She's so friggin' awesome! Girl's a damn wins machine! These effects, man. Blown away as a whole by this season for just this kind of thing. That was beautiful. Great music, great animation, and she got her wish to boot.
いろいろあったけど、どれもとっても楽しかったですね。
そうだな。
Originally I was going to include this in the previous win, but honestly it's so nice it's deserving of its own standalone win.
その魔界を支配する王、魔王。
Outstanding animation to kick off the final episode of season 2. I mean, look at the quality of that eye.
お疲れ様でした、イルマ様。
ありがとう、オペラさん。
Opera wearing a gift from the previous episode is such a nice touch.
サリバンの屋敷はバビルスの近くにある。そして少し離れた場所に。
Giving us what is essentially a smaller version of a world map, and I appreciate that. Putting a lot of detail into this area and then moving multiple characters within one frame to end.
よくお似合いです、イルマ様。
そうですか。
Change of clothing for the winter. I'm always a big fan of all of the characters changing clothes. It's more realistic than everyone wearing literally the same thing all the time. The sheer effort poured into internal setups is mad.
1学期はオリエンテーションみたいなものだったし。
あれ以上にいろいろあるのか。
新学期も騒がしいかもね。
Really nice setup to the third season. I absolutely cannot wait, and thankfully it's not too far off now as I write this towards the end of July 2022.
ああ、はいはい。わかってるよ。
Not from Hunter x Hunter. This is definitely worthy of a scenery shot win. It's great seeing it like this, their world from afar. Gaining a way better understanding of the role of the king in this world, and it's far different than I thought it'd be, which is really intriguing. Interestingly, Iruma kind of low-key considering what life would be like if he were to become king. This gets a win since it's clearly the first time, and it did feel poignant.
新学期か。イベントもいろいろあるっていうし、楽しみ。
俺陣に魔力をたらふく突っ込んでおいて。
I'm glad they brought it up. I had honestly completely forgotten about that. Have one here for this remainder of everything that happened this season. It really was a fantastic one as well. A great way to finish up the second season with this cliffhanger ending, plus they all look totally badass at the very end, so cannot wait for season 3. Please be sure to drop a like and a comment for your boy, it helps a lot. Watch plenty of the video too, as that helps massively, and my Patreon is down below to vote in all new anime. See you next time. Chris Harris, Ted L, Inakami Water, Manuel Morales, Marquez, Nick Wyndham, Warkeeper, Steelers, The Ever Commander, Bird Without a Word, Blitzcow, Brandon Kriya, Game 2000, Kieran Robinson, Comfrey, Kim Munt, Magnus, Matthew Castelline, Nathan Burr, Sean, Ali50, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Guru, Isel Caldera, Yor Edvinson, Yor Nashtal, Jordan Samuels, Jaffa6263, Kelnock, Kepon, Kevin Melter, Bonito, Louise Cruz, Matthew Blanchett, Matt the Marshmallow, 1928, Sentimento, Storm 970, The Element Taylor Wars.